Look, Lily, that's what I'm gonna write tomorrow.
The giant zipper, right?
Yeah.
And I love it on the dragon roller coaster. No.
For the first time?
As another evening comes to a close, and families across Northern California call it a night, many also smile as they reflect on their memories of the day, freshly made at one of their favorite places, the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk.
He's so excited.
Well, it is the Dipper.
True, and he's finally tall enough.
Yeah, and you did it, I did it.
Every year, my dad, on his birthday,
Well, it's kind of a ritual.
a rite of passage.
Memories created to last a lifetime. You see, the Boardwalk has been helping families create memories for over 100 years, and many of those are shared from generation to generation. It's a relationship that the Boardwalk is proud of and nourishes every day, even when the day starts before dawn. That's because, while children are still dreaming of their first Dipper ride, the Boardwalk crew is already starting their day, getting a jump on making sure all those dreams do come true.
Marini's Candy Kitchen, 8 a.m. Saturday morning, making the first batch of caramel. I'm Joe Marini III. I'm a fourth generation here at the Boardwalk. My great-grandfather started here at the Boardwalk in 1915 with a popcorn and peanut cart. All right, girls, let's open. My favorite candy is to make taffy. My father did that, and my grandfather did that, and my great-grandfather did that. Marini's here at the Boardwalk is unique in the fact that it's a candy store that's lasted almost 100 years at the Seaside Amusement Park. We make our own confections here. It's all handmade. All the saltwater taffy, all the fudges, caramel apples, caramel corn, a lot of the hand-dipped chocolates are all made on premise. Next year 2015 will be our 100th anniversary of Marini's at the Beach here on the Santa Cruz Boardwalk. The Boardwalk's a magical place. It's this place of where ocean meets beach, where fantasy meets reality. It's a place of nostalgia that people keep coming back to, trying to keep those memories of their childhood alive.
The Marinis are just one of many concessionaire families that consider the Boardwalk their Boardwalk. Some date back generations, while others are just getting started. It's fun to watch the Boardwalk wake up each day. Up and down the park, you'll find crews adding a finishing touch here and there, a little polish, a secret ingredient, the hottest colors, and the coolest looks. There's a lot to do before the park can officially open. The Boardwalk's perfect blend of the old and the new is what makes it one of a kind. So, while Undertow, the only spinning coaster in Northern California, makes its first full season debut in 2014, it has its work cut out for it. It must compete for guest attention with the big kahuna down the walk, celebrating not 1 year, but 90 years of history. Yes, it's the Giant Dipper.
And you start to get the excitement, and then you start to take off and they honk this horn, and all of a sudden, whoosh, you're back to your childhood.
The Giant Dipper was built back in 1924, believed to be in 47 days, so it started around April 1st and finished opened on May 17th.
90 years, 53 million or so riders, people loving it, and it's still going strong.
This will be ride 182 this year. Year before last, I did just over 1,000 rides.
We walk the track every morning before the ride opens, but we also walk the track every 2 hours while it's open.
The importance of walking the track every morning is to make sure that the ride's ready for the day. The reason why we walk the track every 2 hours is because it's extremely important to make sure that mechanics are looking for any splintering, anything that's going to create an issue so they can get it fixed and get on top of it the very next day.
This ride really is very reliable. I mean, we only average about 4 hours of downtime a year, which is really low for a roller coaster.
As soon as the train drops, it dips directly into a dark tunnel.
And it's just whipping you back and forth, and then all of a sudden it lugs.
And then the chain catches you, and you start going up the hill.
The chain clacking, clink, 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 and you can see all over the beach.
And you get a chance to just look around.
You know, sometimes you hold your friend's hand like you did when you were 14.
As you get towards the top, the anticipation mounts, and then as you crest the hill, depending on whether you're in the front and getting pushed over or you're in the back getting pulled over, it's just, you can hear for yourself. It's just an exciting ride.
I keep my arms up the whole time. Yeah, and I don't bring them down until the ride's over.
Hands up all the way.
In its design, there is a consistent amount of airtime coming off your seat as you're riding up over the crest of those hills. Well, that continues throughout the length of the ride, almost even until you get back into the station. For a ride of this size to have that much airtime is kind of a special deal.
The future of the Giant Dipper is to do everything we can to make sure it stays for at least another 90 years. It truly is the heart and soul of our park.
The one best thing is probably the carousel.
Giant Dipper. They're deep fried Twinkies. The cave train. Today it's the weather and the beach. Well, I don't know what the one best thing. There's so many.
The one best thing is the Giant Dipper.